my finger and I've ruined my dish. So I've lost a lot of time in this cook. I need to get something on the plate just to prove to them that I can cook and that I should be in this competition.
Your first cook in the MasterChef kitchen, and we're seeing some great food. But you've only got 1 minute to go. Come on.
10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up.
Well done.
White chocolate and hazelnut cream.
Well done.
Oh, it was supposed to be ice cream, but oh well. I can't remember the last time I have let myself down so much. I have this overly sweet, horrible hazelnut cream. Ugh. Next time, I'm going to have to take a deep breath and just get it all together.
It's really not that good. After cutting my finger and losing all faith in myself, I'm happy I could, plate up anything to the judges. I'm looking around and I can see amazing dishes. So I knew today just wasn't my day.
That's good, man.
I'm praying that they will say my name because it's validation that you're a good cook, and that's what I want them to tell me.
60 minutes, a mystery box with 5 ingredients chosen by our 5 winners, and your task was to give us a champion dish. Well, we've seen some great dishes. The question is, whose dishes are we going to taste? First up, Andy, who did you pick out?
For me today, just wasn't about the best looking dish. It was about how you guys cooked and how you cooked under pressure. A lot of pressure was on today. So that being said, I chose Georgia.
Wow. Georgia, up you come.
Being the first of the top 5 to be selected today just really gives me the confidence that I can do this and that I do have just as good a chance as everyone else in the competition. I've made a lemon cake with roast rhubarb and a white chocolate sphere with a guava mousse filling.
Let me just start by saying I've always wanted to do this. Ever since I was there, I've always wanted to do it, so now's my time.
I'll talk about the cake. Absolutely delicious, really moist, lots of flavour, lemon shining through, and I thought, wow, this girl knows how to cook.
The rhubarb is firm, it's got a great bite of acidity, which balances the sweetness of the chocolate.
As a dish, I feel you're very close. First going in the kitchen, you went well under pressure, so well done.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well done, Georgia.
Thank you.
Brilliant stuff.
Right, Adam, who was your pick?
So the person who I'd like to bring their dish to the front is Ben.
I'm happy I got a reasonable dish up.
Thanks, Adam.
But I'm worried about them tasting the rhubarb.
There's a white chocolate ganache on the bottom, candied hazelnuts, and then that's roasted rhubarb with candied lemon rind on top as well.
I like it. It sort of sings modern, it sort of sings now what desserts are all about, which are not overly sweet, got that lovely balance of the rhubarb with the white chocolate, so great job.
You got great sweetness in the crumble, you got great sweetness in the ganache. Would have liked a little more texture in the rhubarb, which is a bit overcooked, but on the whole, I think you've done a fantastic job. Thank you. Thanks, Adam.
Good stuff. Well done, mate. Good job.
So, Kate?
I have actually decided to go with Sarah.
So white chocolate and hazelnut nougat.
I love the flavours there. I could sit down and eat a bowl of that frozen nougat. I think it needs probably slightly more sugar in praline in the nuts, just to give that extra crunch. Yeah, for me, I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Day one, you put up a dish that looks great. We've never had a frozen nougatine before in the MasterChef kitchen. That's an amazing position to be in.
Thank you.
Stuff.
Julie Goodwin, who did you choose?
Today I've chosen Tash.
It's lemon curd tart with meringue and a bit of guava sorbet on the side.
Oh look, Tash, you've nailed that lemon tart in my book. The pastry, as I suspected, is absolutely beautiful. The guava's got a bit of a squeaky sort of mouthfeel to it that I didn't enjoy very much. But if that wasn't on there, nailed.
And also, you've done it in front of one of your heroes, Julie Goodwin.
I've loved all of you from watching the first show, and I was telling these guys the reason I had to wait 6 seasons was because I wasn't a permanent resident, so I waited basically 5 years to apply for MasterChef.
Well, I'm glad I wasn't up against you, Tash.
Good
Tash.
Thank you.
So, Emma, to you, who did you spot that you thought had cooked beautifully well?
This person, I think there could be a really good balance in the flavours, and that was Nick.
That's nice, isn't it? Come on, Emma. So, Nick, tell us what you cooked.
It's a salted hazelnut crumb, then a lemon curd, then the white chocolate mousse, and then with a praline on top.
I think it's amazing. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
It gave me goosebumps, and you nailed it, that it's balanced. So well done.
Thank you so much.
Yum. One word, yum.
Yeah, ditto.
Yum, Nick.
Well done, Nick.
Thank you so much.
Well done.
This mystery box was an important challenge for me, and to be a top dish in that challenge is just something that I didn't think would happen.
Often we'll try and decide who the winner is and we'll argue about the detail, but today it was irrefutable, actually. It was all about flavour, texture, an easy job. So the winner of the first Mystery Box Challenge in the MasterChef kitchen is Nick. How does that feel?
I can't even really say, to be honest. I never thought I'd be here, let alone here in front of these people, let alone here in front of these people winning a challenge. Like, it's not something that I thought would ever happen, so...
Super dish. Just keep going like this and you'll do well.
Thank you. I've won the first challenge ever in the MasterChef Top 24 for 2014. It's amazing to hear my name being called.
Nick, you knew at the beginning of the day that you were playing for advantage, but what you didn't know was the next challenge is an invention test. Come on then.
I am the first one to see the pantry out of all these contestants, with a massive pressure on myself to use this advantage, and there's so many ideas running through my head.
So, an invention test is about a core ingredient. Today, however, instead of picking the core ingredient, you're going to be picking a core theme. And what you've got to remember is that theme is going to determine what everybody else has to cook. So you have the power.
Right, Nick, you ready to find out what the themes are?
Yeah.
The past. Right, the next? Any idea?
Present?
The present.
Yeah.
And finally?
Could it be?
The future.
The future. Now, the future's exciting.
Yeah.
Because You've got an idea of where you want to be. The present, you know, something that you're thinking about now. Is the past more comforting? What do you want, Nick?
Coming up.
We're only looking for the top 3 dishes.
Straight off the bat, 21 of us are going through to elimination. I can't believe it.
They'll need to cook for their lives.
Plate up now!
And only the strongest will survive.
You need to get your act together. I'm telling you now.
Now, what Nick won was the ability to choose what would normally be a core ingredient. But today was a little different. Nick, what did you choose?
Today I had to choose a theme that we would all cook to. I had 3 options, and it was the past, the present, or the future.
Oh.
So you get it? A theme, not a core ingredient. Makes it a little bit more edgy, doesn't it? Right, Nick, I think we should put them out of their misery.
I chose something that immediately struck a chord with me and something that I thought would also help you guys tell your story. I've chosen the past.
The past. We all have one, and that's a beautiful thing, but we need to have a real sense of being there with you at that moment when you tried that dish. And you need to tell us a story about who you are and where you've come from.
We're only looking for the top 3 dishes. Everyone else will go straight through to elimination. We want to see who the true contenders are in this competition.
I can't believe it. Straight off the bat, first invention test, 21 of us are going through to elimination.
Right, you have 90 minutes to bring us something of your past. Your 90 minutes starts now.
It's a beautiful pantry.
It's a massive shock, the threat of going into elimination tomorrow. You can just feel everyone's nerves in the pantry. Sorry. The dish that's going to put me back on top is my nonna's recipe. It's like one of my favourite dishes. So I run out to the garden and grab some artichokes for my dish. After this morning's disaster, I really need to prove to the judges that I do deserve to be here.
How's your finger? You still able to cook with that fat finger?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
You went and cut fresh artichokes from the garden.
I did.
How many's out in the garden? Do you know? So
Little one left.
Is there one left?
Sorry,
I'd go
guys.
nick it before someone else takes it.
I'm making my nonna's agnolotta. It's a family dish and we always have it on special occasions. I'm changing my nonna's recipe a little bit with goat cheese and silver beet instead of the traditional ricotta and spinach.
Yum. Can't wait to taste.
Hopefully it's the best version of it ever.
This is a great challenge because I think at the moment, anywhere in the world, a lot of restaurants are cooking like this. They're leveraging on who they are, where they come from.
The challenge for them and for anyone channeling the past into a modern dish or a current dish is to work out how to make it lighter.
Just got to bring it up to speed.
And give us the essence. Give us the essence of the story.
I'm making prawn and garlic ravioli. This dish relates to my past because it's the first dish I ever cooked for my now wife. Celeste is my wife. We got married in Victorian countryside. For our first date, she invited me over. Well, she cancelled on me and then tried to make it up to me by cooking a prawn ravioli. So that was definitely a way to my heart, I think. Celeste will never forgive me if I don't plate up a perfect dish.
You know what they say, if you study the past, it'll define your future. And I love an invention test. Under an hour to go.
Come on, guys, come on.
Come on.
We're both doing curry, babe.
Go for it. I love it though, Amy, I love it.
That smells wonderful.
Yeah, it smells good.
I'm making a Durban curry. I'm from South Africa, and it reminded me of back in Africa. It reminded me of my mum, who absolutely loves a good hot curry. This just makes me feel really connected to that. Quite often they use mutton, and they cook it for a long time, but I've decided to go with beef.
You need to bear in mind that you've got to braise that meat. It'll take a while, and there is a risk with rum that it can be a bit dry. I don't want to distract you too much longer.
Thank you.
Because I reckon you need to get cooking.
Nick, that smells absolutely delicious. What are you making?
At the end of every year, we go to my church fete, and there was this apple sour cream slice, and I first had it when I was 6. I'm going to do an adult version, so it's going to be with a mascarpone clue ice cream. And that's what I'm doing.
There's an old MasterChef truth, which is the person that wins the advantage invariably doesn't then come out in the top.
Yeah.
So there's something very Australian about a slice, and absolutely right, connects to the past.
Yeah.
But if you don't make a modern version better than that old one,
you're in trouble, aren't you? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel extra pressure.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Well, when I had a kid, it was a slice, as if you can step up a slice on MasterChef.
So this has definitely never happened. Great. My pasta's falling apart. The crucial points is raviolis, making the pasta. That's definitely the most crucial part.
Hey, Sam, how you going?
I have to do it again.
What's wrong with it?
But it's going through the thing and splitting.
Sam, can you chill out?
Yeah.
You are stressing me out, yeah?
Okay.
Step away from the machine.
Why is it working now?
Because you just need to relax.
Okay. I've never stuffed up my pasta at home, ever. So now I feel pretty stressed out about getting this all done in time.
so is your pasta meat and 2 veg type pasta, or?
My dad's a grazier. This is designed to be given to him. It's meat and 3 veg. Originally, I'm from the country, a little town called Kilkeven.
I was probably the least country kid in the country, but that's ultimately where my whole romance for food kind of started.
How are you kind of making it MasterChef?
It's going to be basically an eye fillet, the best cut of the animal, the thing that he respected the most.
Right.
So I'm taking the potato concept, turning it in a gnocchi, pan fry it in butter, so it kind of looks like a roast potato. His favourite thing is beer battered onion, so pop that on the plate as well. So I know you guys love crispy.
We love crispy, we love onion rings. Those things could make you a winner by themselves.
Still just meat and 3 vegetables, so if one thing is wrong, game over. It's all over.
Nostalgia, childhood memories, the people that have influenced our lives, that's the past. You're cooking it, 30 minutes to go. Come on. Come on.
Nick, have you got something burning?
I don't, do you?
You smell something. Byron, do you have anything burning? Something smells burning.
Oh, no! Oh, my God. I've burnt my curry. I've got half an hour to go. You can't cook a beef curry in half an hour. I don't know what to do.
Can you skim anything off the top?
I don't know. I've burnt my curry. I've burnt it. That's burnt.
Sweetie, it's okay. Sweetheart.
I can't believe it. I've burnt my curry. I've never burnt anything in my life. I've got half an hour to go. You can't cook a beef curry in half an hour. I don't even know what to do now.
You know what the first thing is? The first thing is just to take a deep breath and go, okay, that's gone wrong. You've got to be thinking
I can't
half
make
an hour.
beef.
Well, no,
I'm
you can't.
fish curry.
You're going to have to do fish curry? That's great. Well, you've got enough time to do the fish curry. So it's not the end of the world. So that's why you've got to get out there, you've got to cook those.
Yeah.
Half an hour. And go, okay?
Come on, let's go.
Today I'm making one of the first dishes that I really stuffed up.
It's a stuffed chicken breast wrapped in prosciutto, crispy roast potatoes, asparagus, cherry tomatoes and a lovely white wine sauce.
Yeah, I found over the time that my cooking skills got better and better and that I've just developed this dish, and so it's something that reminded me of where I started from. So,
my name's Scott. I'm a carpenter from Adelaide, South Australia. I hurt my back at work and it took a year of rehab to get right. Having these injuries and being at a point in my life where you have to find what you truly love, and it's been cooking. I've been unhappy too long in my life, and this makes me happy. That's what's important. I put my chicken in the oven.
the chicken is something that I definitely want to make sure is cooked properly.
Top 50 cook, my chicken was borderline on being cooked.
That's something that I definitely don't want to get wrong again. So
I'd love to think that my dish is good enough to put me in that top 3 today.
Jamie, how's it going?
It's going better. I was a bit kerfuffled at the start. My baby just went into surgery. It's hard being away from that.
Of course it would be.